So there was a question from a viewer, and this I think is something that everybody needs to be aware of. All right. The possibility of a blow off top for ADA in this market cycle seems to be getting bigger and bigger, right? This possibility seems to be getting more likely of happening. And I want to show you guys why this specifically is. Now, this question, in fact, said, great video. Do you think ADA can capture more than 4% of the crypto market and get to the $10 to $15 range? Just wondering, since I bought a little late at 45 cents. And I just have to say that I don't think 45 cents is late. Getting into this market cycle, I think you're in pretty good shape. But we've talked about this before. What ADA has done from market cycle to market cycle. And it has, in fact, been gaining dominance cycle to cycle to cycle. Whether it's a bull market, whether it's a bear market, it is following the same path. You can see at the height of the first bull market in the 3% range, height of the last bull market, the 4% range. Theoretically, if we follow in suit, we should be somewhere in that 5% range, right? But here's the thing. ADA is in fact accelerating. We went from a low of 0.4% in the bear market last time around to 0.8% this time around. And right now, ADA is in fact well ahead of schedule. All right. We're at 1.4% market dominance currently. That is a big, big jump. When we look at this ADA BTC chart, we're now almost 2 months ahead of schedule, which is crazy, right? We were 1 month ahead of schedule. We went on a massive rise here, and we're kind of sitting on top of this range where we were historically, right? This blue line here shows exactly what happened in the last market cycle, condensed for this market cycle, and we're right on pace. All right. Well, a couple months early. Now, what this means is with us being at this level already and knowing what can come with the Bitcoin halving only being, 4 months away now, 4.5 months away, ADA, instead of ending up somewhere around this 2000 sat range by the time of the Bitcoin halving, it may in fact be higher. We may be at an even higher market dominance by that point. And remember, guys, this is all before big things come into play, before the Cardano ecosystem is truly adopted, before many of the pieces of infrastructure that have been built actually get utilized. That doesn't come until even later in the market cycle. Now, this is going to blow people's minds. All right. And actually, I'm amazed at how accurately I drew this out. So some people, I know Benjamin Cohen has talked about this before, the fact that ADA has been dropping in terms of its ADA BTC chart, and we should end up somewhere down around here, around that 4,000 sat range by, the height of the bull market cycle next time. And the reason I say we're going to have a blow off top is this first section here, this big wick to the top here. ADA was in price discovery. It was basically just launched. It didn't know where it was going to go to. We've all seen, what happens when coins first go live and they first go listed. Things get wild, right? And theoretically, ADA should not have been that high. Now, ADA realistically should have been probably somewhere down around this range, what we experienced after it went through its big drop. And this is where things get kind of interesting. ADA is setting up the potential for a massive run to the upside upside here. Geez, if I could draw or if I could speak too. And the funny thing is my drawing that I drew out about this range that ADA could hit, which is somewhere around that 10,000 sat range, 11,000 sat range. It actually laid out perfectly here. ADA has the potential to capture well beyond 5% market dominance by the end of this market cycle. All right. Really think about that. With the problems that exist in the space, the mass adoption that's coming to crypto, ADA has set itself up well. Cardano has positioned itself well for mass adoption, for handling all these things. And again, this creates a huge, huge possibility of even higher dominance. This is simply because obviously BTC is losing dominance market cycle over market cycle. ADA is gaining dominance market cycle over market cycle. So again, a lower high here just simply doesn't make sense. From the data outside of the wick on this chart, which is over here, the data outside of the wick on this chart shows a potential blow off top in comparison to BTC. And that is a big deal. Now, this may seem like a big move, but guess what, guys? When we get into bull markets, things start moving really fast. ADA starts moving a lot faster. Remember, it underperforms in bear markets. It overperforms in bull markets and bullish times. And right now, we're getting into bullish times. Look at what ADA is doing already, right? It's signifying the move that we experienced last time. And now this potential run to the upside is in fact beginning to be triggered. Just know that there are potential potential retracements along the way. Once we get to the halving, BTC should theoretically gain dominance. That's what's happened, market cycle over market cycle. But then the floodgates open. Mass adoption's coming in. Adoption for the Cardano ecosystem is going to be booming. And this is where things truly get wild. So hopefully that answers your question. I think ADA could be well above that 4% range. I think 5% minimum is probably the baseline. And things really get wild when we start talking about a global market cap of crypto in the $10 trillion range. So appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but I hope you guys have a great one, and I will catch you later. Take care.